Hi Mortgage Heroes, I'm Andy and this is Monday Mortgage Minute. The best news last week came on Wednesday when the DTI Loan Level Price Adjustments, or LLPAs, were rescinded. The FHFA had a rule in place that was due to start August 1st, 2023 that would issue loan level price adjustments on all loans delivered to Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac with debt-to-income ratios higher than 40%, which, let's be honest, is the majority of conventional loans submitted these days. These DTI LLPAs were actually supposed to be released earlier in the year, but it was delayed due to severe industry and political pushback once it was announced months ago. Put this into context. This would have come at the heels of the May 1st credit score loan level price adjustments that just went into place. Is it possible that the credit score LLPAs could suffer the same fate? Absolutely! Well, why is that? This credit score loan level price adjustment is equally as unpopular, if not more so, than the DTI LLPAs that just got rescinded. Additionally, there is still some doubt that it was brought to the market in the appropriate manner in order to be made a rule, but that'll have to be left to the lawyers in court. We're watching this story develop in the event that it might get rescinded as well, even though it would have to be done retroactively. Also last week, the year-over-year CPI, Consumer Price Index, came in at 4.9%, just below the projected rate of 5%. The month-over-month core CPI came in at 0.4%, just over the forecast of 4.3%. In summary, the short-term reading came in just a tad higher, and the long-term reading came in a tad lower. Does this mean that inflation has finally met its match? Or does this mean that the Fed still has more room to increase their key interest rate at the next meeting and then take another pause? If you look back at the last Federal Reserve press conference on May 3rd, Jerome Powell said that their future decisions would be data dependent, and these two measurements right here are two of the measurements they're going to be watching for sure. So what does this mean for mortgage rates, Andy? Mortgage rates last week trended sideways as we've been telling you they would during times of uncertainty and lack of definitive direction in rates. The highs and lows this last week were very close together, and there were no volatile swings on the high side or the low end on any day of the trading week, and it should be no different this coming week. In the local marketplace, we've seen the resurgence of buyer interest, buyers outbidding one another, and sellers pulling back on their concessions. We even had a client this week whose offer was accepted over 30 other buyers, which means there's still 29 remaining buyers just in this one instance still out looking for homes. This kind of demand is always contingent on the price of the home, neighborhood, amenities, etc. However, the point here is that the buyer leverage we saw at the end of 2022 and the beginning of 2023 is all but gone, and the market sentiment has flipped back to sellers having the upper hand. We're starting to see deals come together where sellers do not have to offer concessions in order to sweeten the pot for the potential buyer, and now buyers are back to resetting their expectations on how to get their offer accepted above all the others. With that, here's a quick look at what we're watching in the markets this coming week. Monday, we'll get the Empire State Manufacturing Index. Tuesday, core retail sales and retail sales. Wednesday, building permits and housing starts. Thursday, unemployment claims. And Friday, Fed Chairman Jerome Powell speaks. We should also note that the remaining Fed members are speaking throughout the week at various events, and it should mostly be the same prepared commentary and remarks about the economy and banking stability that we've been hearing as of late. And since there are no policy decisions expected or earth-shattering news on the horizon, it could actually be a pretty calm week. And that's it for this episode. Let us know how we can help you win in mortgage and real estate. Remember to subscribe and check out the Mortgage Heroes podcast on YouTube or Apple and Google Podcasts. We'll see you again next week.